Hello everybody, welcome to another video here on Fantastic Talks. I am very excited for what I'm going to be talking about today because we finally have some Deadpool news. We knew Deadpool was going to be in the MCU, but we barely had an update of when there was going to be an announcement for a new movie for it. We knew Deadpool has been in the making for a good few years now, probably back before COVID happened and such. But we finally have an update thanks to Ryan Reynolds himself. He uploaded, as we all know, I'm sure you guys have seen, he has uploaded a new video on his YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitter, whatnot, updating, doing a little like comedy of sorts for update for the film. Basically, just goes into a little like humorous, like little deep in thoughts kind of like speech of whatnot, and just to like sort of just brief that. As we all saw, he announces there's a guy in the background just sort of walking behind him, and then he announces, "Do you want to be Wolverine again?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure, Ryan." And I was like, "Oh my god, no way!" And I'm sure everyone's mind was blown, as same as I was. So that I never thought I'd see the day Hugh would actually return, considering how Logan ended. And there was just, Ryan has been wanting to try and get Hugh to come back as Wolverine for a while now, probably way before Disney ever required the X-Men rights back. I just thought that was just never going to happen, Hugh coming back as Wolverine. He did his time in Logan. Logan was a good end to his run for the many years he's played Wolverine. It was a good send-off, as we all know. But Ryan managed to twist his thumb, managed to get word with Kevin Feige himself, and Hugh is returning as Wolverine. It would have been a missed opportunity at the end of the day, I guess, if he didn't come back as Wolverine for at least a Deadpool film. For who knows, this might be the last Deadpool film we're gonna get. It's probably going to be a one-shot thing, just for the sake of fans wanting to see Deadpool in the MCU and interact with all these other characters who he most likely possibly will. But Wolverine might actually finally get his costume, considering how Marvel have been with their costumes lately. With Daredevil getting the yellow and brown suit, that's actually looking pretty good, not gonna lie. We're getting, especially with Sam Wilson with his Captain America suit, looks spot on. Miss Marvel is another bonus. All the suits they've been announcing lately and all the projects they've done have looked so spot on, and it's just so surreal to see. So we will finally most likely get Hugh Jackman in the Wolverine suit that was teased I should say, in the Wolverine film. Don't know why they ever did that alternate ending. If they should never have done it, if they were never going to like put it in like Days of Future Past or whatnot. So yes, hopefully we're going to see that costume. Hugh wearing that costume is going to be so weird, but I'm sure it will be fine. It will most likely not be the yellow and blue suit. It probably will be that brown and yellow suit, or that more light brown, dark brown suit. But we could get more of the grey suit. I think that would suit Hugh's Wolverine more, I think, considering Deadpool starting up X-Force back in Deadpool 2, would make sense to have Wolverine wear that costume. So, and just to go back on Logan for a bit, as we all know, as we were all concerned for, because of Logan being a good send-off, there was a lot of people worrying online that, oh god, it's going to ruin Logan. I'm not sure if Hugh Jackman needs to come back, blah 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 blah. I was a bit skeptical too, but Ryan Reynolds then came out on another video with Hugh Jackman sitting beside him, saying, "Look, Logan is a separate thing. That's set in a completely different timeline. That's Logan died in Logan, etc." And then they go into another humorous little speech with a song playing in the background. Them sort of mucking around with are trying to explain whilst the song is playing over their voices, with them sort of like going like this and that to each other to insinuate the claws of Wolverine, the swords of Deadpool, whatnot. Hopefully that's insinuating that they will fight in the film, but also this opens a huge possibility of what Deadpool 3 could also include, not just Wolverine. Knowing Deadpool the way we do, he's gonna want to take he's going to want to make the most of his film, and he's going to want to play with all sorts of characters to cameo in his film. So much like No Way Home had cameos, well, fan servicey sort of like cameos. Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness also had that. So we're gonna see more of that in future projects as well as Deadpool. So Deadpool 3, I'm predicting I'm predicting we're gonna see Wong. Deadpool's gonna want to meet Wong. I think that'd be quite a funny interaction, considering Wong has just basically been in everything ever since Phase 4 started. We'll see some runners of Wong. We hopefully could see, this is probably wishful thinking, but it's definitely another fan. It's another fan wish people want to see, as well as Wolverine teaming up with Deadpool. We got to see Spidey with Deadpool too. Imagine Tom Holland's Spidey with Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool. That's going to be so weird but insane at the same time. But might be really funny to see. So don't know if they'll go that far yet. So we'll have to see about that. Because God knows when Tom Holland's Spidey's next to be seen. But we're most likely going to see a whole bunch of other characters make an appearance. So I want to interact with. I reckon him and Miss Marvel will have a funny encounter. Him and She-Hulk. She-Hulk will probably be a funny one, considering their fourth wall breaking. She-Hulk does too. So I think that's going to be a most likely appearance She-Hulk Deadpool 3 is going to have. So that I'm really excited for. I reckon that's going to be a missed opportunity otherwise. Who else? We could see, who knows if he meets Scarlet Witch. God knows what happened to Scarlet Witch after Multiverse of Madness. Hopefully by Phase 5 or 6, whenever that film's coming out. I want to get onto that in a minute, actually. Stuff with Scarlet Witch would have sort of been brought back up again, considering there's the Agatha series coming out. I don't know if Scarlet Witch is meant to make an appearance in that or not. But Deadpool, I could see Deadpool making a joke with Scarlet Witch coming from Deadpool's universe. Because there's another thought. Deadpool and Wolverine are obviously not part of the MCU, technically, because they've never been established. We don't know how they're going to be established in this film. So in my prediction is, my theory is, Deadpool is going to really take the opportunity to muck around with the Universal stuff going on. With the setup of Kang happening, with all these some of these different projects are going to have Kang sort of set up the lead up to Secret Wars and Kang Dynasty and whatnot. Phase 5 to 6 is going to be all about the multiverse saga. So Deadpool 3 is most likely going to have some sort of, there's going to be a way Deadpool's going to have some multiversal jump stuff going on, I reckon. That's how, probably the only way for it to sort of fit, for Wolverine to sort of fit in Deadpool 3, and why they've just come out of nowhere into the MCU. That's probably the best way to go about it. Now, with Logan, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, Hugh Jackman coming back as Wolverine is going to be, I'm predicting he's going to be a variant. A different variant to he's going to be a different Wolverine to the one we know of in the original X-Men movies and Days of Future Past and whatnot. Logan, in my opinion, I'm pretty sure is a completely separate timeline anyway. It was just obviously loosely based on the X-Men franchise itself, just to like add more development with that relationship between Professor Xavier and Logan and whatnot. But in my opinion, I always got the vibe that it's more of its dystopian future of some sorts. So hence why I ended up being in a dark future, considering the way Days of Future Past ended. You wouldn't think it would have ended up in that future anyway. So yeah, most likely, as they've said, Logan is its own thing. So that's going to be a complete different variant to what we know of from the original X-Men franchise. That's my opinion to what Logan is. So the Hugh Jackman that's appearing in, the Wolverine that's going to appear in Deadpool 3, that Hugh Jackman plays, he's obviously going to play the same Wolverine as we all know and love from the original franchise, but it won't be that same variant from that franchise, if that makes sense. So from X-Men 1 to 3 to Days of Future Past and whatnot, and like Apocalypse, the Wolverine, whatnot. That's that Wolverine. So we're going to see a similar Wolverine to that version, if that makes sense. Separate to Logan, separate to the X-Men franchise. It'll make more sense that way, because in my opinion, Deadpool also doesn't make sense to be in that original X-Men franchise. We know he takes a mick, but obviously Colossus is a completely different character to the one we saw in the original X-Men franchise, for one. And two, Deadpool 2 showed the Days of Future Past cast, well, the X-Men Apocalypse cast, I should say, in the background when Deadpool was in the X-Mansion. So that completely debunks where on earth Deadpool was meant to be set in that franchise, because if it's set in the modern day period, X-Men Apocalypse is meant to be way back in the past, back in like the 90s or whatever, or 80s. So that completely ruins the timeline, because obviously they haven't ruined the timeline enough in the X-Men franchise. So Deadpool, probably it's going to be the same Deadpool as we all know. The Wolverine will be slightly different, but it will still be the character we all know and love, that Hugh Jackman has always portrayed him as. So yeah, that's my prediction. X-Men franchise, that's a Wolverine variant. Logan, that's a variant of Wolverine. The one we're going to see in the MCU is a new variant. So much like how Professor Xavier was a different variant to the original franchise in Multiverse of Madness. That Xavier was part of the Illuminati universe. So that was pretty cool. Same as similar to how similar to how Benedict Cumberbatch played 3 different Doctor Stranges. Just complete different characters, same actor. That's the vibe I'm getting from Hugh Jackman, I reckon, is what's going to be in Deadpool 3. So that's why I'm not really worried of how that's going to be set after Logan, because it won't be. It literally won't be. Logan is its own thing, its own spin-off, its own timeline. That's it. So I'm excited, because it's going to be a new Wolverine teaming up with Deadpool. New Wolverine teaming up with maybe the MCU characters, who knows. Don't know how far Deadpool 3 is going to go. We don't know what to expect from this film yet, as they've just announced it. But I'm very excited. Even more excited because it's set in... It's so close to the other films in Phase 6 in 2024. Because in 2024, they've got so many projects going on in that year, because that's when the Kang... Well, the Multiverse Saga would have kicked off further, because you have the Fantastic Four coming out. You have the Thunderbolts that same year, and you have Captain America New World Order. So we've got loads of cool projects coming out that same year. But what really intrigued me was that Deadpool 3 was coming out the same year as Thunderbolts. Now, with Thunderbolts, I want to be excited for, but I'm not gonna lie, that lineup they announced at at D23, I think it was D23. I'm not gonna lie, it's not that exciting for me. Most of it is just super soldiers and regular heroes. The only characters I'm excited for is obviously Bucky. I've always loved Bucky. Him teaming up with Yelena, Black Widow, that's pretty cool. And Ghost, I always liked Ghost, despite the criticism Ant-Man and Wasp had. Ghost was a really interesting character. I really liked the way Ghost was portrayed in that film. So I'm excited to see her. Obviously, I'm not excited for Taskmaster coming back, because I'm sorry, that's not Taskmaster. It's just another Black Widow with Taskmaster name, and it's not Taskmaster. I'm sorry. I just don't like Taskmaster in the MCU. They got so much to. They need to redeem that. MCU need to redeem themselves with that. I want to see actual Taskmaster. I'm sorry. So that's why I'm not really excited for her. We were expecting a US agent to appear, blah blah blah. I just don't understand why they didn't show Abomination, since Abomination's now already been teased in She-Hulk. I thought he would join Thunderbolts. Probably might will. I guess. Where's Red Hulk? I know they probably can't do Red Hulk now, because William Hurt, who portrayed General Ross in the MCU, passed away. So I don't know if that's why they probably won't do Red Hulk. So because I don't know if they'll recast him. They haven't really been recasting some of their actors lately, especially with Chadwick Boseman. They're bringing old actors back, like Charlie Cox for Daredevil. He's coming back as in She-Hulk and whatnot. So I don't know if recasting is really their thing right now at the moment anymore. So, well, considering they're bringing back Hugh Jackman, Wolverine kind of says a lot. So, I'm not complaining. So, they brought back Tobey and Andrew for Spidey. So that's probably why we might not expect Red Hulk, or they just probably didn't. There probably is more characters to be announced for Thunderbolts. They just didn't show it in that lineup concept art they revealed at D23. Because I want to see characters like Punisher, because John Bernthal is rumored to be coming back as Punisher. So it'd be really cool if he could appear in Thunderbolts, because he was part of the Thunderbolts team at one point. Same with Deadpool. Like, because and that's why I'm predicting why that's come out at the right year. The same year that Thunderbolts is coming out, will Deadpool appear in Thunderbolts? Because, like, it's so close to Deadpool 3 coming out. So it's like, so hopefully he'll be part of that lineup too. So, because because hopefully Deadpool 3 is not going to be the only time we see Deadpool. Hopefully, so that can't be the only appearance. And considering, considering all these old actors are coming back for their former roles, it's definitely green light that they're going to appear in Secret Wars. Secret Wars is going to bring all sorts of old former characters to come back from the old like movies from early 2000s and whatnot. We might even see the original Fantastic Four cast for all we know, which means Chris Evans could come back as Human Torch and whatnot, and they'll be facing a much better Doom hopefully in Secret Wars. So Doom would be the MCU version hopefully. So that'd be quite a cool interaction. But again, yeah, Deadpool will most likely appear in Secret Wars as well as his own film. Thunderbolts, hopefully, like I said. And yeah, just to have, hopefully, Wolverine team up with Tobey Maguire's Spidey, because obviously, Tobey Maguire, I don't think we've seen the last of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield Spideys, so they're most likely going to be in Secret Wars and whatnot. So many characters and former actors are coming back for their respected roles from the past that it's going to be another missed opportunity if they don't use their universes as universes to compete in Secret Wars. So hopefully that's what they're planning up to. So considering with all the stuff, like I said, with all the stuff with Kang being set up, being in Ant-Man and Wasp: Quantumania, Kang's meant to first appear in that. Loki season 2, Kang's going to be set up even more in that. It's going to hopefully delve more into the other universes and all the other Kangs in that maybe. Fantastic Four is rumored to have the Pharaoh version of Kang. That's what I heard. So yeah, a lot of stuff being set up for Kang Dynasty. So yeah, hopefully whatever Kang Dynasty is going to set up, because obviously that's going to somehow lead into Secret Wars. So hopefully Doom still appears in the Fantastic Four film, which will also lead into Kang Dynasty, because Doom has had big run-ins of Kang in the past, as we all know in the comics, and then that's how he's set up as the actual villain for Secret Wars instead of Kang being the villain. So yeah, that's where I think hopefully Deadpool it will appear in some of those other projects rather than just Deadpool 3. It's going to be his final send-off, just for the sake that they had Deadpool 3 planned ages ago before Disney acquired the rights for Fox and stuff. And the best thing about it is it's going to be R-rated. Hopefully still R-rated. So hopefully we'll still see Wolverine gory and whatnot and stuff. And there's another thought. Before I sort of wrap this up, will Daphne Keane come back to play X-23 and whatnot from Logan? And if we do, it will probably be, like I said, a different version from Logan. So hopefully, because she'll be a bit more older, it'll be more of the teenager Wolverine. So that would be really cool to see, and hopefully she'll wear the costume from the comics as well. So that's gonna be really fun to see. If Kevin Feige wants to really be that cool, and he's been quite cool lately with all the other like actors that have come back to play their past roles. It wouldn't surprise me if he announces Daphne Keane to come back too for X-23, aka Wolverine. So yeah, very excited. Hopefully it's going to be a clusterfuck of a film, but that's what I'm expecting for Deadpool, because like it's just, at the end of the day, it's going to be a funny film just to see those two together. Hopefully we'll one day see Hugh Jackman's Wolverine go up against Hulk one day. Hopefully Deadpool in his own film can make that happen, as a play on the CGI fight he jokes in Deadpool 2 with Colossus versus Juggernaut. So hopefully if Deadpool wants to be that cool again, they'll do Wolverine versus Hulk somehow. God knows what version of Hulk is going to be though. Will it be Mark Ruffalo's Hulk somehow back as Savage Hulk? I don't know. Or will it be Eric Banner's Hulk if Deadpool really wants to be that like funny and unexpected of it? So I doubt it, and I don't know. Fans will I think fans might appreciate the funny side of it because it's Deadpool, or fans will really hate it because that film that starred Eric Banner as Bruce Banner was obviously not the best. So I'm not sure about that, but yeah. Well, either way, hopefully we'll see Hugh Jackman's Wolverine fight a Hulk of some sort. That's all I have to say on the matter, I think, guys. So this was going to be a short video today. I just really wanted to sort of like get my predictions and theories out there for Deadpool 3 and what I hope to expect, and hopefully Deadpool will make more of an appearance in future movies and whatnot, outside of his own movies. So yeah, very exciting stuff. So I'm going to end this video here. If you enjoyed this video today, please drop a like and comment below also what you're excited to see from Deadpool 3. Do you want to see more characters appear? Do you want Deadpool to appear in later projects? Do you think he's going to appear in Secret Wars and whatnot? Let me know. Subscribe for more videos in the future if you enjoyed this video today, and we'll see you next time. Take care, guys, and have a fantastic day. See you later. Bye-bye.